Assalamualaikum mbokk yi di seetaan li nga xam ne mooy gis-gis waxtaane si li nga xam ne rek mooy yóbbu dëkk bi kanam.
The Constitution provides President can declare a state of emergency in two circumstances. Now I believe Gambia security is at risk for invasion. He has it right. Constitutional as it can last for 2 weeks.
yéen ñëpp gis ngeen ne dañu oote ne nañ ànd soppi nguur gi fi nekkoon loolu pexe la parti yi bokkuñu xalaat bokkuñu jubluwaay lii pexe la rek pour génnee ngu réew ci loxo benn nit te jubluwaay bi mooy won ne fexe nag nit ñi moom réew mi ne nañu ànd ci xel ñu tabaxaat réew mi.
You want to be humble and everything. Why you are not an ordinary minister in this cabinet? That's true. Because you are head of the UDP, you are like a father figure to most of the... It's the fact. Whether mom accept or not, so the point is, because of that prominence the baro def la de consult or legi yow ya de yobu ay nit ci baro pour mu appoint lolu moy lacté ndax li mo am.
President Adama dafa am mandate. Because Gambians choose. Ne na liggéey réew mi. mu tànn ay nit ñu liggéey ak moom man ci ñooñu laa bokka maa ngi liggéey ak moom
ngaje ko ande mela ay mul ay tiñarol minke Gambia jang mul ka woleta ka foko APRC fananda do tiñaro tola alle mustade le so ka APRC ta kala image de da kotenge isaje fo Gambenol kotenge si la pati ni la kotenge
no yalo say you are putting me in a funny position ko ka fo do kam do ni fa de ko bita jahannam ni kala te ko kala
dalal ci gis-gisi tey bi waxtaane tey bi dafa demale ko ci li nga xam ne mooy dañoo seet rek luy kaaraange réew mi muy security sector bi of course loolu lañ bëgg a seet ñu xool lan moo nekk di dox ak lan a nekk di dox ak tamit ñu ngi gis benn incident boo xam ne rek mu ngi xew fi nga xam ne mooy Kanilai ñu gis ki nga xam ne mooy Ismaila Tamba maanaam ñu jàm ko loolu yëpp dinañ ko indi ci biir waxtaan yi waaye waxtaan yi tey bi dafa focus si li nga xam ne rek mooy maanaam security sector bu Gambia ba tax nag tey dañoo ñëw man ak suma gars yi Mamadou Sabali Daba and then Rafi nañ dem break suñ dellusfee ñu continuer li nga xam ne mooy waxtaani tey.
Dreaming of owning a property in a prime location with great proximity and fantastic neighborhood? EJ Investments Sanyang Seaview Estate is the best choice you have been waiting for. Our Sanyang Seaview Estate is approximately 15 minutes drive away from the busy hub of Brusubi roundabout and into the heart of nature, where you can have a peaceful and relaxed lifestyle with your family. You can buy a finished 4-bedroom story with 5-year flexible payment plan or a service plot with 2-year payment plan option. With over 300 homes, you will enjoy big tar roads with covered drainage, modern electrification with solar street lights, gated entrance with security post, and a breath-catching experience of our beautiful sea view and lake view. You can own a home today at our Sanyang Seaview Estate. Call us today on 446-4838 or 325-9220. Visit our website on ejinvestments.net. EJ Investments, first in property.
dalal ci waxtaan yi tey bi comme ni ma ko waxee rek dañoo waxtaanee ci li nga xam ne mooy security sector bu Gambia maanaam li nga xam ne rek mooy kaaraange réew mi waxtaan yi nag dañu invité woon ki nga xam ne mooy PRO Sanyang of course pour mu join ñu nga xam ne rek moom dina mun a leeral mbir bi bu baax ci wàllum kaaraange réew mi waaye nag dafa jàppa loolu am ñu wax try nañ Mr Ndiaye tamit PRO of police moom tamit dafa jàppa loolu moo tax bi mënuñ ko am waaye xam naa ne next time inshallah dinañ invite gars yi ñëw maanaam ñoom tamit ñu share seen expertise. So Mr Sabali, dama start with you of course balaa ñoo dem into ci waxtaan bi balaa ñoo non dama ñëw si yow laa bëgg a starté balaa ñoo dem ci biir waxtaan yi balaa ñoo dugg ci biir waxtaan dama bëgg rek ñu start with incident bu xew fi nga xam ne mooy Kanilai then suñ jógee foofu noonu ñu waxtaan ni ñu dem ci biir waxtaan bi ñu ngi gis recently ki nga xam ne mooy Ismaila Tamba moom ngi biir Kanilai former lance corporal la of course mu ngi woon ci army bi mu doon serve army bi ñu gis checkpoint bu nekkoon Kanilai ñoom ñu fa nekkoon kenn ci gaay mu jam ko lu gaay wax moo nekk ne ku doon jam dafa tegetoon li nga xam ne mooy pono moto bi waaye mu mujjee jam ki nga xam ne mooy Ismaila Tamba dañ ko ne mu stop mu bañ a stop mu dem na nga jàngatee loolu Mr Saba.
I think ne loolu mandarga bu bon la si yëfi kaaraange réew mi and foog naa ne incident bi is just a symbol dafa am lu moo misaal mooy dëkk bi suñ kaaraange bi tegeewut yoon lu moo misaal mooy ne dëkk bi liñ séntu woon in this so-called New Gambia amut so dañ war a dem back to the drawing boards. The country is divided. There's deep-seated suspicion between people, civilians, and even the security forces. And Lulu is not a good sign for the country. Incident in Kanilai, it's very bad. It's a serious indictment on this government. Whoever took that gun and shot that guy belongs to the jail and go to teach. Because Koku Emut Pono, Manwakawa, defa fetel nit ki, and he has no business shooting the person because Koku ne could threat. Kuneka si gele Koku do threat. At the very least, not shoot tanki moto bi. Area bobu yep Gambia from na Guinness Book of World Records, ñu ñoo am the most highest number of security checkpoints on our highways. Su lolu rombé benen checkpoint man nga alat benen checkpoint. Waru tona fetel waji. Ku ko fetel le ko wara dem ci loi su ko loi bi jappé ñu tej ko. Ñu nekk di game justify this very evil ugly incident nañ ko bay Gambia passé na fofu.
Waaw and foog loo dañ lay gis soldat yu bëri fu mu nekk nii dañ lay use live rounds foog loo na loolu tam daf dee waral lii like comme li ñu gis incident bi gisoon nañ ko with Haruna of Kanilai kooku demoon na ba gaañu waaye kii fu mu nekk nii right now mu ngi on the surgery.
One line la soldat bu nekk at a checkpoint at that point su amee live round man gisuma problème si loolu waaye li war a xew mooy and I hope ne Masane Kinte di chief of defence staff mu ngi déglu loolu déglu lii nag train discipline control manage his men soldat moom soo waxee ne doo ko jox life round kon na jibi kër waaye life round boobu war ngaa xam kañ nga ko war a use naka nga ko war a use ak si kan nga ko war a use and I mean look this is really very bad you know nañ waxal soldat yi waaye du si soldat yi yëpp rek tam civilian yu ilif soldat yi nañ jokkoo ak soldat yi there is a huge gap a void between the leadership of this country and our security forces. Fine, we have a foreign force that's supposed to maintain peace and security. Lum yaga dinañ dem. Problem being amsi security services yi nañ buy workshops yi ak tukki yi in the name of laka lañ ko de security national security reform defuñ ci dara ay wax ay tukki ay badiem ay workshop allowance rek la. And then, Gambia is a small country. We all know each other. We all brothers and sisters. In fact, topic we Muslim called discuss. Giss bunyake GRTS wala Ibrahim Sida ni daha fofo Muslim called discuss. You know, Gambia. I don't think it's complex. I don't think we even need any so-called foreign experts to come and solve this problem being in security services. You saw uniform. They are human beings. They are not animals. And if they work with Jame, we all work with Jame, including the public service, even business people. Everybody dealt with Jame here. Jame them you sanitize and you deal system. Buga demonize in security forces and umasi. The civilian leadership, then Joko, you engage our security services. You game a deaf reform being a hamlet, you reform in hotel like workshop. You adjust the new.
Gis incident was kind of like Dimas.
No, like most people, it's sad. Lu tahu yaram la pero lu metti la da. Even though how my man be, I don't know him, and I don't have to know him to feel bad about the whole episode. But I think last night I made a post when I saw the deputy PR of the army says it was a mistake that the guy was trying to aim at the tire and then mistakenly shot the guy. You know, it was kind of damare, you know. And I made a post like, it's the joke of the century. You understand? Because Lolo was a deliberate, like an officer coming on TV, defense economy meeting, you talk about Ninga was a because so whole tanki moto fan la tolu at drivers gele hide digante bi you know so ku nekut soldier sax man nga xamne nekuma soldier I was not trained to shoot so ma joxe nga ma shoot tanka bi dama ko shoot tanka bi la ya Understand? Okay. So Lulu was deliberate that the guy aimed. No, but that's the truth. The guy aimed at the driver and then shot him. Lulu Monica Degan. They man Monica like is if there is no reason we need to justify pursuit because there are rules of engagement even in a battlefield. Parce que su nekkee ne daf ko stop mu bañ mun naa fire warning shots mun naa use beneen moto mu chase ko ou mu call another checkpoint pour gars yi joxe number moto bi mun na koo bàyyi sax mu dem fekk jël na check number moto bi because kooku mu ngi apply foofu every day so automatically su ko jàppul that day the following day the guy will come so man lu ma gis si lii yëpp mooy parce que jamono comme lu sabala ñeneen ñu ngi try pour justify look gis nga man lu ma lay wax rek is either nga nekk an activist or nga nekk a politicien or nga nekk a hypocrite.
Thank you.
Because in 2015 when that girl was shot si yoon yi ma ñaay kooku ba sam sax moo gën a garaaw because kooku dafa ñëw taxi driver dafa ñëw checkpoint mu bañ a taxaw mu burle police riise ko mu daw di dugga si neighborhood si waaye when the police officer shot ba cefe bi mu dee si ñu toog si diaspora bi tey di jéem a ut lu ñoo justify about this whole thing they were the same people ñu doon make noise demonstrate wax lu nekk so man lu ma gis mooy Gambian la baken la so whether si government yi Yaya Jammeh la happen or government yi Barrow la happen government must take responsibility te man lu ma gëm mooy that guy should be charged for attempted manslaughter but he should be charged for discharging a firearm without following the due process because xam nga lu nekk di happen in Foni you want to go I made a post and somebody was attacking me I should forget about tribe and religion but if you tribe that's the reality because the people of Foni felt that they have been marginalized since Jammeh boom down and that's the reality parce que government bi ñoo ko start ñu njëkk a daha in this government they were Foni doomi Foni la but they were not the only people that work with Jammeh you had some other people ñu nga xam ne dañ jógee in other regions in other tribes loolu daaxuñ ñooñu understand so foofu la marginalisation bi starté so man lu ma wax rek mooy Barrow laay waxal direct parce que moom la nit yi elect and moom moo nekk président bi two things man loolu laa ko benn bu mu nangu gars yi push ko to a point like ngay marginalise certain section of your citizens because ñu accept ko ñu bañ ko Foni is part of Gambia and Jolas are Gambians so whether you support it's not by force that they have to support Barrow they have a right to support whoever they want to support.
Thank you.
You understand? So not supporting the government does not mean that they don't like Gambia or they shouldn't be treated as Gambians. Two, Barrow needs to be on the watch. There are people within the system, and when I say the system, Monica government, they are deliberately sabotaging his government for the purpose either boom govern or boom a second term or to render to render the country ungovernable now. So lolu mom moy jël responsibility man I think if the head of the security forces are not ready to work, and then fire come no more fire minister and then go and look for people who are ready to work because security is something lu nga xam ne waruñ ko compromise te économie Gambie mënu ñoo dépend si économie for the next 2 years sax.
Perfect Rafi ñu ñëw si di same incident bu xewoon fii nga xam ne mooy Kanilai sa gis-gis si loolu.
The incident is very unfortunate. Waroon nañoo solve affaire si in a different way. waaye man lu ma wax rek mooy ne nañ dallu ñu investigate ñu xam the facts that surrounds lan moo tax ba loolu happen but nevertheless man dama believe ne nit su ñëwee si mutuum soldaar yi amuñ benn right pour mu shoot ko especially when the guy didn't pose any threat te amul any arms ma ne ko lu nekk di happen around Foni it's a very critical it's a very unfortunate thing loo xam ne suñ ko adressé du léegi it can spiral out of control because Foni area bi is the most militarized area in Gambia right now soo dugga Buyam ab Sénégal yi ñu fa am checkpoint soo génnee Buyam bala ngaa nga Kanilai daf dee am a permanent trop bu Sénégal yoo xam ne gaa yi fa nekk Sénégal soldiers saa fa nekk soo rombee loolu am na Gambian soldat military soldat soo ko rombee nga ne si bridge bi bala ngaa nga Kalaji am na yeneen soldat yu fa nekk so léegi yow how do you security bi dëkk bi fine we have to secure our country but securing our country also should not be at the expense of others people their own rights ak yooyu noonu because of tam nga war a dëkk si kind of environment boobu noonu every day nga gis soldat yi ak seen fetel yi ak yooyu it's not nice fii loolu amu fi yeneen area Gambia amu fi du tama war a happen fooy so you're saying that you get feel that they are marginalized and they are not part of the society and what those marginalized groups do history has shown us all over the world when people are marginalized they come together and they do something about it. And sometimes that something can be very detrimental to the security of the country. Because Giss Coffee Casamas, how many years they started with bows and arrows and it ended up in something else? No, but that's true. They started with bows and arrows, and right now we have to be very careful because when they feel society will neglect, they can come and start arms insurrection. And if that happens, the whole tranquility between Gambia, soon tourism, everything is going to go because of Jamadu fi Amat. So mun chahaneli is very, very, very critical. Nyari incident happen na fufu no legi. Amona ku shoot on Senegal Senegal ya shoot on Arona and legi bitam apuna. And the way they're going to see is their people have been killed and been shot at. That's the fact. And the next thing, they'll come together. They can be following you. Let us come together and do something. And they can easily lead to something else, spiral out of control. Mother Araboro, the president, boom, jail this situation lightly. This thing is very, very critical. Some people are there saying, because some people, they view them as you don't enjoy time, now let them suffer. Yajabe was an individual. More different all this thing. Let the blame be on him, but let us not have a collective punishment. They punish a certain section of Gambia, because if you do that, it's wrong. You should not have a collective punishment of a whole section of society because of one man's deeds. Understand? Then you integrate them back to the society, and let us not forget that community. Most of them were also in the army. For how many years they have experience, and now they lay off. They don't have any jobs. Any income. How do you expect those people to survive? The next thing, they will start to do things that's a human nature. They have to survive one way or the other. Okay. So let us be very careful with this situation. But you investigate exactly what happened and make sure Giss investigation didn't yield something. Maybe today Solar was found wanted. Let them prosecute the guy and let the law take its own due course, because today feeling that is even going to make it worse.
Okay. Now, quick, Sabali, your focal one come incident right now, Gambian soldiers, not all of them, but most of them. Sometimes because you get reaction, of course, population, you react towards incident. Now, them to a particular point where so like then you feel you're doing deficient job that much. Focal incident be muna in that.
Yeah, you also question me, so I understand.
No, is very simple.
Because opinions are divided in the issue. I'm not going to endorse, I'm not they are against it. So, I mean, follow any survey. But I think soldier, one job, then you can soldier, you can send a camp, you get job, the talk now, so what one job?
Quickly, that way, you long of the incident be, not to tap a soldier, Banya of job.
No, because professional. Hanga the thing is ñoom seen bopp ñoom ñoo war a njëkk a toog within themselves ñu xoolaat seen bopp. Parce que nit ki soo doon def dara dañ ko jël di ko an outside and side boobu man foofu I've always been saying this. Économique man gisuma benn njëriñ bu économique am si Gambia bi. You understand? Parce que nga dëgg bi mooy dem nañu ne gis nga already dañ dugal that fear in us comme like okay Jammeh dafa génn but still Jammeh mun naa ñëw any minute sax mu take over Gambia. And man loolu laa mënta understand that mindset. Boy, look, whether it was in the army, am na ñu bon ñu fa nekkoon ñu daan defal Jammeh lu bon. Si civilians yi am na ñu bon ñu fa nekkoon ñu daan defal Jammeh lu bon. Si business people, private business people la am na ñu bon ñu fa nekkoon ñu daan defal Jammeh lu bon. Si religious leaders yi am na ñu bon ñu fa nekkoon ñu daan defal Jammeh lu bon te ba léegi ñu ngi jiite. Ñu ngi nekk ay imam. Isn't it? Civil servants yi ba léegi ñeneen ñu ngi recycle sa delluwaat la ñu nekk ministers. And so xoolee corruption bu happen in Gambia during Jammeh's time, these are the cartels ñu nga xam ne ñoo nekkoon behind all that. So mooy comme li ma wax rek gis nga suñu bàyyi affaire yi marginalisation ok diw dama ko servi because of xëy na agreement ak moom politically ma jël diw ma raxas ko même set ma isiwaat ko in the system nga jël certain sections of the like everybody soo waxee fu mu nekk lu ñu la wax army bi look most of problems you don't happen sax maybe the army were not responsible civilians you don't boole wante na ñoo xam ne nekkuñ sax si government te ñu nekkoon si période Jammeh nag they didn't talk about that xam nga so nañ understand ne lii lu happen na we have to move on parce que Gambia mënuñoo dëkk si every day ñuy talk di contextualize lu happen 22 years Jammeh it cannot be parce que fu mu jaar ñu àgga to a point bu nga xam ne like dañoo let go and then look at the future and then you move on te for us to do that mooy by force am na ñu nga xam ne nii sax maybe they have committed wrongs during Jammeh's time and they are in the army man lu ma gëm moo nekk like you can reform these people with a proper training they can be professionals because some of these people amuñu woon training.
Yeah.
And ñu wax ñu nangu ko ñu bañ ko déggal yu moo nekk like you cannot blame them to certain point because time boobu noonu if you are not loyal to Jammeh boys mu waaj sa ceeb du tooy. If you see private business people yaa ngi woon fii ñoo xam ne dañoo dem di tegal sabar Jammeh every day. So lu tax waxuñ ne ñooñu dañoo close seen business yi duñ def business yi déggal te ñun xam nañ la am na civilians yu nekk di liggéey currently in this government they were here ñoo nekkoon mouthpiece yi Jammeh because any programme ou agenda bu Jammeh am ñoo daan taxaw defend ko su nekkee sàcca xaalis la Jammeh du dem central bank mu tiba xaalis wala sanga approval payments you don't happen noonu it's not Jammeh but still yaa ngi dem recycle ñooñu ngay si waat la ñeneen ñi to the point nga jox leen ministerial positions ñeneen ñi because of maybe for whatever reason nga nekk leen génnee leen even in government you don't even look at them loolu la Adama Barrow war a bañ bu ñu ko dugal that mindset gis nga lu happen it's a collective responsibility of every Gambian te fekk jëluñ that responsibility collective na ñun suñ boppa ñoo fail and ñun suñ boppa ñoo contribute to what happened and ñun suñ boppa collectively ñoo mën a ñëwaat together to rebuild Gambia dañoo am a divided nation and a divided nation du musa progress kenn moom la na dañoo dem 10 steps forward am ñu xëcca ñu delluwaat 20 steps backward. Current situation boobu noonu la Gambia toll soo xoolee social media soo xoolee politics bi it's the same lu happen ñii dañoo support ñii agents.
So Rafi lu ma nekk di laajte mooy ndax incident bi nii du tax ba because of soldats yi ñu ngi gis réaction yi population bi ndax du tax ba soldats yi bañ a def seen job.
No, come then that means that they are failing the nation because ñoom bu ñu recruit they got to join pour nekk soldat dañuy jël oath to defend the country against external threats and all that. So if they want to say ne léegi ñoom they're not going to do their job because we are criticizing them, that means they must be the most unprofessional force in the world. They have to look and accept constructive criticism and know when they are wrong and have remedies to that problem.
Okay.
But they should not be just there and you criticize and you criticize so they're not going to do their job. But I see a problem where you have soldiers inside the country. Man, the whole concept of soldier is you protect the country from external threats. Man, England, years, America, it's very rare to get somebody with a uniform. You know, everything within the system is done by the police. Why can't we have a proper police force? Why can't we have a proper intelligence services that does intelligence work, not torturing people and arresting them?
Okay.
Why can't we have a proper, anti-terrorism unit in the police force? Handle these things. And the soldiers can be used as they're supposed to.
Okay.
Protecting Gambia from the external threat. But we having soldiers with checkpoints, with guns, just like Tammy Yajame, to me, that's wrong. Okay. Why should we have all these checkpoints in the country? You know, that doesn't even tell well for the image of the country. Because imagine like now around Tubab, a tourist, we Gambia, we them Farafanya, for example, Morajel Trans Gambia, Mudembe Buyam, Giss is solar and fatal. How you think that's a good image for the country? No, it is not. So, so solar talking in because of the criticize. Then I think then we should just disband the whole army. Because then I'm injured.
So Sabali, lu ma la bëgg a laajte mooy gis nañ ne right now economic forces yaa ngi fi and then soldats yi Gambia most of them they are not happy ne gaa ngi def seen liggéey na yow foogaloon ne ñi suñ fi jógee mooy économique yi gaa yi jógee fi dem and then amuñ that relation that cordial relation with soldats yi Gambians yi ndax foogaloo problème du am because gis nañ ko in 1981 to 1989.
Well, the point is, history teaches us that history teaches us nothing. Then you are a janga say history, why don't you say janga? Luma say muna wah moi, man I believe security forces they have the competence to provide security internal and external for this country. If they have the right leadership, the right moral boosters and motivating factors, you know, and that has to do with this whole thing of rebooting the national psyche. You have Gambia, all tribes are Gambian, all regions are Gambian. Can fee. So in Munia Deflu, then security services they can provide whatever services we expect them to provide. But the problem is Huma Doremon about not learning from history because Hokunga Pushe Nuega from 81 Senegalese then it's not sustainable, right? Then after that you think you provide security up to Jawarabim Deme market be don't affect Halata be Mudem is in Nigeria and see. And I said this Bantaba of TRRC, before sitting there enjoying people's horror, we should be learning lessons. Purman Sana Sabali's testimony, the most salient part of it, which was a lesson, was more the presence of the Nigerian forces instigated practically. According to Sana, that was the most motivating factor for them to do a coup d'etat. And when I was listening to Sana saying that, I'm like, duh, it's the same situation right now. We have a foreign force here doing the job that our brothers and sisters are supposed to do. And then for when you like Sana, I put more advice guy, Sana advice na guy, but the factors are still here. Disclaimer, I am not saying that anybody should get up and do anything in this country because new civilians are not going to have. So they catapult and you jail sa jengu guy and then you coup d'etat mom is out of the way. But to create a healthy environment within our security services, I think President Barrow and team and me then you are door the wind up this economic thing. Na guide them, soon guide they can do the job. It's not sustainable, mom. Like you said, 81 Senegalese them 94 Nigerians them economic then you're them. So you know, Vidal, I know it's tough for the leadership because if security mom nyom information bu ñam sa ñun duñ ko am. There's asymmetry of information. But da lu or be or moy fi suñ pa koy mun nañu provide security nañ wind up economic with them boy doxal man I have trust and confidence in them.
Okay, because my CDS mu ngi wax ci ben interview ne right now PIU SIS ñom yeb ñu fa in the State House. ñoom yëpp a ngi State House ak economic policy ñoom ñu ngi State House, so it means ne guys they're doing good so far. Timo Bank fa.
Well, CDS you can fool some people sometimes, but you cannot fool all the people all the time. ñun xam nañ kan mooy doxal security State House.
Dama sa gis-gis si loolu economic policy suñu waree dem.
Yeah, boy. Xam nga lu nekk moom da nga koo jël personnally sax da nga koo teg sa bopp force. Su ma nekkee di liggéey fii suma boss si keneen mu ñëw di def suma job man ma xëy suba ñëw toog would I be happy? No. So it's natural, it's normal ne Gambian security forces or army base especially some of them are not happy because responsibility bi gars yi waroon a def ñu ngi ko jël hand over ko to a third party. That's one. Two, Gambian civilians with them, most of us are not helping because ñu ngi jël one brush to paint every soldier. How many understand? Because when you attack the security forces, it's not every security personnel who never during Jammeh's time is a bad guy. You understand? You have the good cop, you have the bad cop, and up to today you have the good cop, you have the bad cop. No important and no fundamental more. You cannot remove all of them. It's not even possible. But you see, for them to do their work effectively, government will invest. This is not what you invest on technology, especially for the security sector. More paramount, and it's more even cost effective. Because they especially checkpoints you think the Gambia police force are on drone. You have traffic, you have CCTV cameras. You think they would go and deploy all this? Because if you from Buyam, it's not even from Buyam. Before I aga Buyam, popular checkpoints started. They got gain a phone.
No, the military ones.
Wow, police. That must be police.
Police
checkpoint para. They are.
No, man, even military.
And for agarek, then you stop. You know, traveling from Fonyi, they got gain a Kalaji. So let on jail 30 minutes. Now it's gonna take you like 2 hours because for so it does not met down because the more down on speed is so again. So just it becomes a problem. So it drive you so careful drive and all this thing. So Lulu waste time. So poor man, what government needs to do more, you start the halat, nakala your training swing guy one. The mama yesterday Senegal, French Minister Bangi them for Senegal is send fire service lalawan. You get aga to another level of technology. You get drone and everything. You get to swing policy carfusa among and you want them to assure security, but security like guy guarantee. Nothing. So buñ naxante police amuñ moto bu doy sax tay no but that's the truth police amuñ moto bu doy so demé fu police station ni lan lañ la wax jëlal tantri it's the same nañu wanta dégg and the same police nga expect ñu def seen job naka la gaay def seen job they cannot mënu ñu def seen job so government mo wara start to invest on equipments on trainings because neku ne police mënu ñu def seen job or soldat they can do it but hey nañu wanta dégg the best doctor so ko jëlé nga yobbu ko ci operating theater without any gadget pour mu operate materials you need to definitely do ham dara. And sometimes it's not about the policy then grab or no, it's technology because fofla aduna be told.
Okay, I'm Rafi the same point moy economic forces suñ waré bay Gambia dem la nga fokk moy am.
Well, no, it's an inevitability because they will have to go to because of, you know it costs millions of dollars to have them in the country in the first place, and we really can't even afford it because from now force mandate bisa from now EU ñoko fay. If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, EU
so
yeah.
So eventually they will have to leave, And I believe that our security forces are capable enough to secure our borders and our country, because they've been doing it for years. And definitely, 22 years of Jame, why this issue about coup d'etat Muhammad Fi or Solari take over, you could remember just after the impasse, they made a huge apology on the news, apologized for what they've done in regards with coup d'etat in the Gambia and the mess and atrocities that happened during that time. So I wouldn't think that Solari will ever harass her pour defend lolu, because ñun suñu bopp sax ñoo ko doon nanguwaat ñun duñ accept that coup d'etat in this country. And even that issue about if you could for now sax moo expire léegi Africa, because West Africa nga xam ne moo gënoon a prone to coup d'etats. We've seen Nigeria ak Ghana and all these countries that were very prone to coups. Léegi ñooñu tefuloo sax nga ne da ngaa dem coup foofu because of seen institutions yu fa nekk are so strong ne the army knows where seen role. Gis nañ fi Sudan, the army is trying to take over, but civilians here are not accepting it, because that era in Africa lañ war a génne sax ñu war a accept coup d'etat. So I think Solari, with the right training, they should know their role and play it well when these economic forces leave. Dëgg la resentment mu ngi am, because léegi-léegi dañuy gis clashes yu ñu xam ne ko dee report, especially within the presidential security apparatus. Dañuy gis ne léegi-léegi daily reports ne sometimes the Gambian security personnel dañuy am issues with the Senegalese because ñu ngi feel ne ñii ñu ngi def seen liggéey moo na dem. And then also ñu ngi gis ne tam ne most of our soldiers now ñu ngi si barracks yi they are not doing that much, and most of patrols yi day happen léegi-léegi sax dam na gis ne Sénégal ñoo ko def, because da ngaa dem si yoon mi nga gis seen pick-ups yi ñu ngi dem ak Nigerians yi as well. So yes, eventually they will have to go because we can't afford it and it's not sustainable, and the Gambian army will have to take over. But let us have comme Samuel li ma wax this security reform bu ñëw wax, let it not be just affaire yi workshop ak affaire yi wax ak affaire yi bind si book. Nan nekk tangible things that are actually happening, proper training that is occurring within the army. Su ko defee they know their role, they know ne ñoom they are answerable to the Minister of Defense and the Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces, who is a civilian. Gis nga Africa dañ am this problem boo xam ne Solari ni ñu leen trainer dañoo dem ba feel ne ñoom they are above civilians, ñoom they are above the law, civilians cannot say anything to them. But let them know that their salary are paid by the civilians because you're the taxpayers. Solari don't do anything that generates income. They only receive, they will only spend on them. They send uniforms, send lekay, send weapons, everything is paid for by the civilians. So let them have a proper reorientation and new Hamsen role in the society. But let us speed up this security reform so that economic new guy gain of it. So whatever the repeat of Luhe prior to 94, Nigerians will finish amat, because ñun gis nañ ko clearly the history is there for us to learn from, and we should really learn from it.
Okay. Ni ñoo def rek mooy dañoo dem break suñu dellu see maanaam ñu continuer waxtaan yi ñu ngi leen di maanaam wax ne rek li EJ investment ñoo ko nekk di sponsor ñu ngi def shooting bi fi nga xam ne mooy ABL.
Buying a plot can be easy or maybe a tedious task sometimes, especially when you have so many real estate companies, agents, landowners, and even sometimes so-called landlords all calling to buy their properties. Getting the land is the easiest part, but owning the land with genuine documentation is the problem. We have seen unprecedented court cases of people going to court to settle land issues. If you're looking to buy a plot or a build home with no risk of stress, guys, look for the right real estate company. At EJ Investments, we don't just sell plots, we build communities, where any plot you buy from us comes with access to water, electricity, internal roads, and other social amenities. We guarantee you genuine contract documentations the moment you pay a deposit and a complete handover of your title deeds as soon as completing payment. We currently operate 3 projects in strategic locations, selling service plots and build homes in our estate 2 Jering Seafront, Sanyang Seaview Estate, and our Gunjur Seafour Coastal Highway Estate. Our plots are affordable. From only $90,000, you can own a home at our Gunjur Seafour Coastal Highway Estate. And from $200,000, you can own a home of your dream at our Sanyang Seaview and Lakeview Estate. Our 2 Jering Seafront Estate starts from $300,000 Lot sizes ranges from 20 by 20, 20 by 25, and 25 by 25. And we offer an option of 30% deposit and 2-year payment plans on our estates. A beautiful home with peaceful and happy neighborhood awaits you at our project Tujuring Seafront Estate, Sanying Seaview and Lakeview Estate and Gundustifor Coastal Highway Estate. Call our office on 4464-838 or 302-1056, which is also on WhatsApp. Email us or visit our website on ejinvestments.net to learn more about our projects. EJ Investments, we're fast in property.
ci waxtaane gis-gis yi tey bi comme nu ko nekk di waxee rek mooy dañoo nekk di waxtaane ci li nga xam ne mooy kaaraange réew mi so Mr Sabally dama la bëgg a laajte question bi because ñu ngi gis ne soldats yu bëri ak police yu bëri fu mu nekk nii they are not well motivated because of seen salary bi is very low yow na nga jàngati loolu noonu because nekkoon nga project how to call it director of budget ak yooyu noonu nga ko gisee
yàgg loolu créer nguur gi problème mooy
no, but dama la nekk di laajte rek sa gis-gis
lu xew mooy when it comes to salary doo mun a xaaj affaire si ne ñi seen Gambia government
I know ne ñoom seen role is very important
civil service kan la nurse bi role am
no nurse bi of course I know that very well ñoom yëpp
boy ana nga nekkoon soldat
no du loolu
no the point is with all due respect to the security services and I'm their number one fan démba tey ak ëllëg 100% in support of our security forces. I love and respect them and I'll continue to do that. But they're part of don't want security more important health or health more important education. For the common good. Salaries across the board bahut. So man duma muna ñëw fii di wax na dañ war a yokk salary security services. I will not do it because I know the realities on the ground.
Pour ñu mën a li motivate because I think loolu is very
important.
Right now
ak police ñëpp
waaye si topic bu ñu nekk la moo tax.
Ma ne su dee yow loolu nga bëgg a ba nga face caméra bi nga wax ko man suma gis-gis mooy ne salaries across the board baaxut. Government ñu ngi try pour yokk ko. Unfortunately the first step biñ def is wrong. 50% is too high. It's unsustainable. Already ñu ngi gis the effects on the economy. You know inflation is going up. A whole company bi nga xam ne is almost synonymous with our country is about to close down because of very reckless fiscal policy moved by the current administration at the finance ministry. Salary is a serious problem. Government should look at a long-term, sustainable, whole-scale revamp of the entire salary structure in an economically reasonable, sustainable manner. So, Bobu Mom, definitely I can't sit down here the security services and salary, but sometimes more than even salary, that respect in the job it could be even more motivating than the paycheck.
Yes.
Once in security services, they are Gambians. We trust them. We are
they are very important.
They are very important. People embrace them. You want that gap. I think Baro should go to the camps and visit them. They should go to the police stations. Munana guy attire. Why guy didn't we all like him, Mr. President. We love you. What do worry? That do help. Why nine motivate guy? One in that confidence. We understand. The work guy, you understand transition la economic and it's about time so you declare a hard deadline. At this point, economic then you're them. You know, you come raffing more the orientation of our security services. You work on Lulu, you delo car and the real me, Fimora Negasil Loco Demir.
To tell you the truth, man, no,
teachers.
No. I'm not the topic we don't discuss about the security.
No.
It's about the security.
But no, the security is not an island. They're part of the system.
I'm not right now. Let's bring here to discuss general global salary scale.
But the topic is not in isolation. It's about the common good.
No, but that's what I'm saying. I'm not right now. The topic we are looking at the security sector. We have some risk more for nega. Not only salary, not only salary, but to tell you the truth, our security sector is one of the most ill-equipped within the sub-region.
Bisala.
They are coming up now. So let them roam Gambia. Gambia, you have 4G internet now. So they make this out with their 3G is way super fast and you internet. You understand? So you know. So Luma Monica like, Gisga, Liga can mum lana. loo am xam. The reason why nga mun a am impact on the job is because da nga am the necessary equipments and the motivation pour nga def job. loolu moo laa motiver nga jóg every day without ñu jox la ñu wax la dara sax nga dem nga def ko nga xalaat nga innovative boy nañu wax dëgg police yi to tell you the truth dañ dee try but dëgg bi mooy ne like government is not looking at these people.
da nga foog ne dañu war a motiver gars bu baax.
boy loolu nekkul dañ leen war a def it's a by force by force la because xam nga lu tax pour ñii security officer ñooy dañ jël risque because ñoom ñoo dee nekk si biti when we are sleeping nit tey expectal tey nga dem si police station boo xam ne like ok for example like robbery bu amoon esaw the other time ñu dem oy police yi amuñ weapon ñu ne ñoom duñ dem because amuloo weapon yaa ngi dem face somebody with a gun yow single gun sax amuloo how why would you go and risk your life to face somebody with a gun di nga dem you will not go
seriously dañ bañ a
dem because amuñ gun
Allahu akbar
non but lu tax ñuy dem if it means I will not go
because the reason why
so nga dem si police station police station bi am na moto
the reason why ma ekkati lii mooy because of dañ gis police yu bëri most of them daf day difficult pour nga gis sax police boo xam ne dafa am këri boppam
non dëgg bi mooy
salary bi nu mel most of them lu gars yi def mooy dañ koy yaakaar pour dem peacekeeping ak yooyu noonu
no I've said this before
without peacekeeping
social security yu gars yi nekk di jox ñi manage social security yi ñëpp they are not doing the right thing bu ñu rey am profit ak this social security is not there to make profit dëgg bi mooy ne every employee yaa ngi contribute after contributing 5 years man war naa mun a dox social security ñu jox ma a complete fully furnished house boo xam ne non déglu ma expliqué rek déglu ma sabali déglu ma complete même ma rek ma complete Gambia non même ma rek ma ñëw rek Gambia kañ ngay retire Gambia kañ ngay retire at the age of 65 man su ma liggéeyee maybe 2 years or 3 years place bu maa liggéey ñu jël ñu nekk ak collateral contribution bu maa def mu nekk ak counterpart contribution towards guaranteeing that compound xoolal nañ build affordable homes gis nga buñ ñu rey dem jël néeg sampa ko anyway ñëw di charge ñi di 2.5 million Gambians cannot afford that but mun na ñëw build social security mun naa go into a very cheap housing scheme bu nga xam ne nii you can get a house at $950,000 or below $1 million.
2 bedroom especially government officials
3 bedroom understand then every month your contribution bi nga dafa nekk ak guarantee ba pare every month ñu laa dog like let's say ngay fay let's say maybe $500 for the next 65 years before nga 65 years su nekkee jeexut sa payment bi jeexut by the time nga dem retirement instead of nga dem bu sa xaalis bu so dañu def calculation and all the difference contribution bi nga amoon foofu nga xam ne loolu lañu la war a jox they take part of that money to clear off to offset the balance soo amee wéccit ñu delloo soo amul wéccit but the fact that ne am nga kër every civil servant boo fi jox kër fii loolu mu nekk ñun suñu problème boobu man li ma wax mooy ne government nañ invest suñu bëggee ñu am proper security si biir dëkk bàyyi force ñu invest on technology bàyyi force ñu invest on vehicles non but that's the truth boy boobu naa gis nga checkpoint yu bëri yi yëpp non checkpoint non man bëgguma invest foofu noonu kon dëgg bi mooy ne checkpoint yu bëri yi nii yëpp waste time traffic la it's gonna ici affaire corruption la because police foofu la ñoo taxaw di laajte xaalis drivers on saka they will not prosecute anybody koo gis ñu prosecute yoo xam ne lañ la laajte xaalis nga bañ si lañ laa doon yóbbu court but di moom ñu ngi laajte xaalis yaa ngay joxe they will never take you to court but soo amee technology nga am CCTV cameras nga am drones and all this stuff nga am mobile vehicles yu correct nga am motorbikes yu correct police yi dinañ def seen job te xam nga
inshallah so Rafi on condition yi suñ gars yi ñu nekk ci armée bi ak police ak yooyu noonu la nga foog loolu lañ mën a def pour motiver gars yi
man dama feel ne nit ku dem ba bu nekk a police officer or security personnel it's a noble duty and it's service to country and it comes with a lot of sacrifice nobody I believe gets into being an army or being a soldier or being a police officer to be a millionaire. They're doing it to serve your country. But as a country also, we should have gratitude and also at least make their lives comfortable as much as possible. But like, man, I wholly agree with everything that Sabali just mentioned. Because mom, I'm not experienced CV budget. I'm not how it works. And so, buget nelegi danga favor the army more than the teacher. Teacher, we will come and say that you teacher can do you know, the future of the country depends on education. You know, the next generation. If we also healthcare, we know they fetch favor. So every sector in the government is a collective thing, and every sector, the flower name and market are important. Yeah, and they will come with tangible reasons why they are more important than the other one. So it's a very tricky situation. But man, I believe, like man moom sama lu ma yëpp agree na si. There are other ways of motivating somebody than just financial. And there are some little things that you can do that can really mun naa def lu ndaw loo xam ne mun naa motivate nit rather than just ne it's all financial. For example, you can help them with send accommodation. They live in a decent place. Feeding allowances, maybe towards schooling. Mun nga am even like a school boo xam ne ami seen doom yi mun nañ fa dem xam nga all the things yoo xam ne sax it's not just salary wise but to help them seen life at least mu mun a easy. So let them look into this, and I know it's tough because Gambia is a poor country, but security, without it, we can kiss the country goodbye, development goodbye, because security more come on a foundation, everything. Because if this country is not stable, we cannot do anything. So, let this security reform, let them not joke with it. Barrow has a tough job ahead of him. Education requires reform, healthcare, but also security is equally important. So, Mom, he has a tough head up. That's why I cannot bank some. We have lots of big league because soon I also have a problem because league is too much.
Yeah. I'm not army. You have you can serve 22 years. Yeah, Jamie, former president. He sold that, and then guiding involved on stealing ham ne moy yi tocho def yo ham ne moy wow. And then still ñu ngi serve li nga xam ne mooy current government bi ndax fooguloo ne benn day ñoom because ñoom ñu ngi assume ne one day maybe dañ leen di téye tëj leen ak yooyu noonu because of loolu fooguloo ne nañ undermine li nga xam ne mooy government yi tey.
Well, this is a very tricky issue, really, and it gets very emotive because look how my see testimony seen just so far. You mentioned I need definitely affair. Ñun suñ boppa out there through the media. There have been a lot of revelations in the past 2 years. But the fact is the country, at least in theory, has decided to take the path of reconciliation and reparation. So they path bobu nga jël nak foog nga muñ tuuti de ñu xaar ba TRRC bi def seen liggéey, and it's very dangerous pour man ma ñëw tey ma ne Soldier X def ma torture rek nga war a daaxa kooku te yow xamuloo ndax man li ma wax dëgg la ndax du dëgga. Demba rek maa ngi share a story from Standard newspaper headline. Alaaji Kani mu ngi change wax bi in the court. So I think we need to be very careful, Ansu. I mean, it is a very tough situation. I don't have a magic wand to give you. Tell Burafilum def wax mooy the truth also there. But I'm not liggéey de. It's a very tough situation, and we are a small society. Ñi ñëpp dañ xamante. So man li ma wax daal comme que decide nañ pour jël suñ TRRC bi nañ ànd ak daal TRRC bi jeexal seen liggéey ba tambidu ak gaayam yi justice ñu bàyyi di selective justice buñ door di wone di pick and choose who to prosecute nañ ko bàyyi in a nutshell. Maam suma phrase la jibe let's do the Halifa Sallah ñu xaal process bi mu leer dem ànd ak loi balaa ñoo dal si kaw nit ñi.
Okay.
Waaw.
So loolu mooy sa gis-gis daal
mooy suma gis-gis.
meaning ami yu nekk di serve ñoo xam ne bokkoon nañ ci
nañ allow process
bokkoon nañ ci ñu bàyyi ñu defagum liggéey ba pare.
bàyyi process TRRC yi def seen liggéey bañ xam lan mooy dëgga ak lu dul dëgga balaa ñoo jël décision bi ñoo jël.
From there
it's very important nañ bàyyi suñ xel as a nation maa ngi bantu loolu wala suma kàddu jeexee nag si dama laa jaati question bi sax pare naa
dama sa gis-gis si loolu.
Non man
nga jàpp ne dañu war a continuer serve government bi or not because one way or the other mun naa am ñoo xam
nga lan la nit yi war a njëkk a understand what is the concept of the TRRC parce que fooguma ne it's a revenge corps or it's a revenge it was created to affect revenge and man lu ma dee wax rek it's difficult because dafa sensitive am na yenn exemple soo ko joxee nit yi de luñ laa njëkk a wax mu nekk laaj amuloo mbokkam bu make a victim, but that's a mistake because when Gambia, everybody was a victim.
We're all a victim.
You understand? Maybe Nikki didn't go hamuloko, but I can tell you, man, personally, from a family perspective, I'm a victim. But should I just say because I'm a victim, my analysis and I get emotional about the whole thing? No, because you set up, you demand TRRC and government came with the TRRC. Then I'm patient. Man, finally, I'm accept my name. So next, they accuse Kenya of grave human rights violations. Man, mu ñëw si TRRC mu accept confess to his or her crimes foofu man d'accord naa ne mun nañ koo jox leave with net pay mu dem toog ba TRRC bi jeex ñu def recommendation but su nekkee ne comme la man maa ñëw si TRRC bi rek ma ne Ansu mu ngi fa woon wala Ansu moo def nii nangam rek and everybody think that like Ansu should be fired or Ansu dañ ko war a arrest it's wrong because what if man su nekkee lu maa wax nekkul dëgg rek te fekk government daa na Ansu war a so it doesn't make sense so man lu ma gis mooy fu mu jaar ñu am patience because you cannot eat your cake and have it suñ buggee justice suñ buggee condemn like what used to happen in the past and we want to set a new path for Gambia fu mu jaar ñu mean the flow process it's difficult it's hard but countries like Rwanda they went through that something that Gambia has not gone even quarter South Africa Ghana Sierra Leone dëkk yi nii yëpp su lu gars yi dunda ñun demuñ kootaam sax but we need to draw lessons of lan la gars yi def especially Rwanda as an example lan la gars yi def bañ mun a move away from their path not destroying the history of yesterday ñu preserve ko and learn the lessons and come back together as a people and move their country forward ba tey ku nekk mu ngi am su soñee Gambia dafa mel ni Rwanda you understand so pour man it's a very tough process like everybody says the president needs to be very careful because every day di nga gis façon advice bu nekk everybody will come to and they will tell you but man lu ma dee wax rek if whatever that you do da nga ko def sa diggante ak yàlla fear nobody parce que yàlla mooy decide who Gambians will vote for and who they will not vote for so let nobody make you believe ne moo laa fal kenn mënul laa fal because benn vote la ngay am so defal lu nga xam ne nii moo nekk lu nga xam ne mooy si jaama si dëkk bi ba pare moo nekk tam lu jos su ko defee ñuñ tooñ ñu feel ne am nañ justice ñu tooñ tamit ñu feel ne jox nañ leen plateforme
so dafa baag yow da nga feel ne ñooñu dañu war a serve government bi mooy ñi nga xam ne rek normal ñoo xam ne ñu ngi saafoon si past 22 years of Yahya Jammeh
serve 22 years of Yahya Jammeh is not a crime
not loolu moom ñoo xam ne dañ leen accuse already
by the way the army has been here before Yahya Jammeh dañ clarify loolu
su nekkee dañ la tuumal su nekkee dañ la tuumal yow nga ñëw si TRRC bi nga confess nga accept responsibility of lu ñu la tuumal déglu ma rek man dama gëm ne foofu mun nañ laa jox leave bu nga xam ne you will receive minimum pay pour ñu xaar recommendations of the TRRC at the end of their term but su nekkee man maa toog si TRRC bi rek ma toog rek ma ne Ansu dafa def nangam te man dégguwuñ Ansu am man mënumaa joxe benn proof benn evidence tangible evidence buy wane ne Ansu daf ko def su dee just fine
dañ war a bàyyi rek ñu continuer seen liggéey
non dañ leen war a invite ñoom ñu ñëw si TRRC bi su nekkee ñoom dañ deny then ñu bàyyi la ñoom ñu continuer di serve while TRRC bi mu ngi dem because by the time the end of the TRRC mu ñëw dinañ xam du ma mun a wax ne like they will know the whole truth am na loo xam ne duñ ko xam waaye at least dina lañ jox a picture of ndax lu ñu doon tuumal Ansu wala lu ñu doon tuumal Daba dégg la ndax du dégg so su boobaa ñoom nañ mën a make recommendation waaye ñu bañ a gaawte si daax
ok Rafi
waaw man li moom du ma si wax that much because I think exactly li nekk sama brain bi Sabally ak Daba ansana ma ko because Daba moom has been very clear of lan la foog ne loolu nga ko laaj ne la war nañoo saaf na war a saaf daf ne suñ leen accusé let them take the minimum pay and go on leave and stuff like that so I don't think man mun naa see at because my views with them is exactly the same so to save time I'll just have to agree on their point
okay Sabally how about because you guys recently there are some I think police yoo xam ne ñu ngi demoon police or I think soldiers yoo xam ne ñu ngi demoon training Senegal and there are people yoo xam ne tamit ñu I don't know there is a partnership in between Gambia Armed Forces ak tamit France seen security sector yi na nga gisee loolu noonu na nga nekk di jàngatee nguuri Gambia seen taxawaay ak France ban interest nga foog ne France boobu la ñu war a am in Gambia
colonial masters yi daal mooy loolu daal France am nañ fi interest it's very obvious foog naa si yëf yi
because I think ñoom ak EU right now ñoom ñoo nekk di sponsor I think so
yëf yi pledges yi sax foog naa France according to the government foog naa bokk na si ñu njëkk a deliver or attempt pour deliver so gars yi dañ fi am interest xaw ma lan la so government moom ñun suñ government lu suñ problème mooy sometimes buñ dee xanulee ting si def dañ xalan doxee tuuti ku ñëw rek nga def laa dimbalee nga ne waa alhamdulillah ñii dañ baax suba du def dara te amul si interest so man wherever they can get training is fine waaye dañ war a understand ne suñ army bi we built it on the British model British yi ñoo set up this army so there are structural issues si loolu nañ bàyyi xel si yooyu tam xam naa ne security is very expensive comme Daba lu moo wax mu ngi push for yi fi technologie yooyu dafa cher xam naa ne dëkk bi amut xaalis pour provide some of those things, even the know-how for the training. But wherever fu ñoo dem training nañ bàyyi seen xel daal aduna bi óoratut affaire si dafa jaxasoo ba pare ñu xam ne ku laa jox ndimbal nations don't have permanent friends, they have permanent interests. The Gambia ñu dañ xeeb suñ boppa waaye am na lu nekk si dëkk bi li nga xam ne xëy na mun naa jaral two superpowers ñu clash. So nañ bàyyi suñ xel daal.
So lu nekk de am na ñu bëri ñu reewa on social media of course baa ma indi ko rek mooy ne dañu war a dissolve army bi you maintain police. Sa gis-gis.
Loolu waxul foyantu la. I don't think army bi passé na fu ñu ko dissolve. waaye xar de weesu mbote. Army bi is an established institution and an institution that has exhibited a lot of excellence in spite of the serious blemishes along the way. So nañ respect suñu gars yi. Lu ñoo wax rek lu ñu doon wax ak ñoom Rafifi the orientation bi modest because to be fair, Jammeh, his handling of the army, it had a lot of negative effects also. Even the regimentation.
Is that used for personal gains?
No, do lolo Rexa. It's beyond that. Not just for personal gains. He wanted to secure the country. In the process, some of the promotions he got happening at Giss junior, neka couple jegi, neka general, that was salutal. Never mess up with the incentive mechanism, the morale and everything. So the army has weaknesses we need to adjust. But I think if we handle it right, definitely orientation reform. You buy the institution of the army. It's as important as any other institution. And when look, Gambia is a nation that's 52 years old. They were 22 years for judge a 52-year experiment, and there's a future to come. You know, so army, let's show them some respect, man. And correctly, see what are correct, just like you are correct in the civilian end, in the civil service, the NGOs, yes, there are so many deficiencies, and I don't reserve some adjectives. So then correct the you buy the single out institutions in Gambia, then you throw to the backbone because of grievances. The army is our army. They are here to stay.
French, you intervene in Gambia. No,
French Gambia never on a strategic location, right? In terms of space, in terms of the Atlantic Ocean, it's an easy access.
You're long Giss.
No, lolu mom ñu Gambia ci
whether
government ñu nangu ko or ñu xam ko or ñu ñaaw ko xam. You see the next fight is who controls space. And Gambia is easier, is nearer to space. Come like so what emergency land you can land to the Gambia.
I don't understand. No, Limawa is very important.
I know it's very important.
You can use the Gambian airport as a landing base. That's one. Two, Gambia is on the mouth of the Atlantic Ocean. So xam nga Atlantic Ocean bi ban benefit la am to the world. Strategically, but you see zone bu nga xamné like terrorism, Islamic militancy, you know, all these things are on the up. So France or America or any other European country or countries nga xamné dañ am xaliss and their superpower, alleged superpowers. What they try to do is they let them see they are on a strategic location to build up relationship. But ñom pour sen personal interest la because if France gives training to the Gambian army, probably lo level cost guy maybe 30,000 euros. But ñom having that relationship with Gambia is saving them maybe probably $30 million or euros. So it's a win-win situation. Lu am solo moy man bañuma ñu am relationship with France. But government bi ñoo am fula fayda. Don't just train us and give us equipment. Because when you train naka la ñu operator sat de combat, amuñu sat de combat ban jëriñ la. In the next 2 years dañoo faté naka la ñu operator sat de combat. You understand? So don't you them train si modern guns still ñu ñëw use cartouche. In the next 2 years. No, dama la example boy. Trust me boy. Xolal yeneen army rek, xolal yeneen army o nga xol yeneen police. Lañu wante dëgg man suma dream, suma wish is ñu dem to a point like we have a national air force bu nga xam ne dinañ mën a control suñu marine resources. ñu am a navy bu nga xam ne they are fully equipped. Nañ mën a control suñu borders si géej bi. Ba tey soo gisee sàcca jën yu nekk di xamul si géej bi ak lu nonsense suñu ceen yi si nekk del si géej bi. It's because navy bi sax xëy probably benn gaal la gaayam léegi
sa gis-gis si French government bi ñu nekk di intervenir.
Well, we have to understand one thing. Europe fu mu nekk nii ñu ngi undergo a lot of changes, and they are beginning to close. You get the Chechen Bundai immigration. Immigration is becoming a very, very hot topic in Europe because governments you get changing from being, normal governments to being right-wing governments. We've seen it in Italy. We've seen it in Germany. AfD party bangi rise for Austria. Freedom Party for Funono. Even in Scandinavia, people were very cool for Funono. You get the rise of the right-wing parties. So Lee is becoming very challenging for the European governments, and we all know back way Gambia have they contributed a lot of people them back way. So Europe, it is in their interest to have a stable Gambia boo xam ne tam is a bit prosperous, so that at least back way people yi balaa ñoo dem foofu ñu am dara lu ñoo def fii. So comme sabal lu wa dëkk amut xarit interest moo tax ñuy def lu ñoo def nii lu ñoo def nii seen own interest la because of obviously su Gambia stable Gambia cool back way bi dina wàññeeku because of ñoom fu mu nekk nii ñu ngi tëj seen borders yi bëggatuñ ñun ñuy dem foofu noonu, especially through the Mediterranean. That is one. Two, that is why even it's not even France alone. Denmark has been a German fee. Mom, he's actually been sent. He's been sent from Germany. Monica, the train policy. Yeah. Wow. So it's an EU-wide thing that they're doing. That is one. Okay. Two, also we have to understand. Senegal is France's baby. Senegal, Monaco, the capital of French West Africa, and France will help Senegal in whatever agenda bu ñu am in terms of Gambia fii. Gisoon nañ bu Yaya Jammeh déclaré ne moom du dem. time impasse bi. We saw Macky bu dem si France and Holland, and France and Holland was one of the first leaders who openly say ne Yaya Jammeh dafa dem by force. Dafa dem duñ ko accept. So France has, because of Senegal, France will have a strategic interest in Gambia because Senegal and France, they know how close they are. But Senegal, Gambia is very strategic. It's an interest for Gambia to be stable because of the issue we have in the Casamas. That's very true. Like it or not, we have to also understand. Economically, we are like Senegalese competitor. Economic gain will always be a little bit detrimental to Senegal because of ñun port bi su amee activity, for example yeneen dëkk yi si sub-region di ko use, there will be less containers going through Senegal port and less revenue for them, and so many other things as well. ñun dañ mel ni competitor when it comes to Senegal. So we have to be very mindful of that. Now whatever things that we are doing, even in as much as I'm a Pan-Africanist, I want all Africans to come together and be one, but Gambia, Senegal, they are two different countries, and whatever agreement that we're going to go with them, in as much as I want closer relationship, but not make a mutual beneficial agreement that benefit both nations, not agreement bohamne Senegal moy am the lion's share and then at the expense of us. Perfect. So man Senegal France no la gisee seen relationship ak Gambia.
Ok, ñu ngi leen di just fàttaliku ne EJ Investment ñoo nekk di sponsor li nga xam ne mooy gis-gis ñun ñëpp dañoo dem ami kër fi nga xam ne mooy Sanyang, of course so dina baax wala sabali nu ma xoolee dina baax trop pour ngeen am laan fi nga xam ne rek mooy Sanyang seen estate bi foofu is very good because dafa jege géej bi foofu moom am na solo trop xam naa nañ bëgg di parce que si jàkka bi dina leen bàyyi ba next week inshallah ñu ñëw ak beneen topic boo xam ne rek maanaam dafa yitteel askan bi tey nag ñu ngi doon waxtaane ci li nga xam ne mooy kaaraange réew mi ku bëgg seetaan programme bi mu nga follow Fatou Network every Friday 3 p.m. and then Star TV 10 p.m. Thank you very much, Malas Sen Harit and Sujak.
Dreaming of owning a property in a prime location with great proximity and fantastic neighborhood? EJ Investments Sanyang Seaview Estate is the best choice you have been waiting for. Our Sanyang Seaview Estate is approximately 15 minutes drive away from the busy hub of Brusubi roundabout and into the heart of nature, where you can have a peaceful and relaxed lifestyle with your family. You can buy a finished 4-bedroom story with 5-year flexible payment plan or a service plot with 2-year payment plan option. With over 300 homes, you will enjoy big tar roads with covered drainage, modern electrification with solar street lights, gated entrance with security post, and a breath-catching experience of our beautiful sea view and lake view. You can own a home today at our Sanyang Seaview Estate. Call us today on 446-4838 or 325-9220. Visit our website on ejinvestments.net. EJ Investments, first in property.